everybody, welcome to Country Girl with Kathy Jarvis. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take you and show you one of my hobbies. Now, one of the things I love to work with is mosaic stones. And I've been asked to make a memorial stone for a baby. Now, when you're making a memorial stone for someone, it's important that you listen to everything that they have to say so that when you're creating your design, you can incorporate as much as what they wanted into it. This lady asked me to have a baby and to put angel wings on it, and that one of the things unique about this little girl was that she loved to sound like a teddy bear, like a bear. So they called her Ella Bear. So you have to kind of listen and come up with the design from what they want. So this is basically what I've done. Okay, the first thing you have to do is make your design and see that it fits onto your stone that you're going to work with. Now this is going to be an outdoor stone, outdoor 24/7, so I have to make it as sturdy as I possibly can. So the first thing I did was I come up with a design. A little girl, and they wanted blue, and they wanted, they said she was sound like a bear, and they wanted wings. So I got all that on here, and then they want her name across the bottom here. So this is what I've come up with. The next step is to lay out basically the stones, choose the colors. You're not doing any cutting at this point. You're just choosing colors, making them blend, trying to figure out where you want the colors to go, how you want them to do. It's really no shape or reasoning to the design right now. It's just kind of a rough drawing, and you build in with the colors. And you kind of decide what colors you want. Now, I originally had yellow hair, but I did some research and I found out that the little girl had brownish red hair. So I changed the hair color. And now the next step is to cut the towel and put it on the stone. Now I can't glue it directly to the stone for two reasons. First of all, it's going to be outside 24/7 all year round. So it's not going to have any protection. So I'm going to have to use a thin set mortar. Now I usually do all my cutting outside, but we had a cold spell like below freezing right now, and didn't want to wait on this project. I want to get it done. So what I did is I used an old feed box, and put a paper towel, napkins, and stuff on the bottom. And that way you can see it catches all the little pieces of glass or tile that would have been all over the house had I not done this. So when you're cutting tile, make sure that you know that you're going to have these little pieces. They are splintery. You will sometimes get cuts or get them in your fingers. That's part of working with mosaics. Okay, it's taken me a day or two to cut all the tile to the for the design. And what I'm going to do is, there's different ways that you can transfer a design to the wet thin set. I'm going to use the contact method and not the mash. I originally was going to use a mash, but since this is going to be outside all the time, I want as much of the tiles to get into the cement as possible. So I'm not going to use any other type of glue or anything. I'm just going to use the tile into the wet cement. Now to do this, I'm going to use what's called the contact paper method. What I'll do is, once I get the stones all laid out the way I want them, I'll put a piece of contact paper over it and press that down, and then that way the stones will adhere to that contact paper. And I'll put the wet mortar down and then put the contact paper with the stones onto that and smooth it down and sink it down so that all that thin set attaches to the tiles. So anyway, this is what I've come up with. This is what the design should look like. Of course, I haven't done the background on it yet. The reason I haven't done that is because I like to make the design, walk away from it for a couple of days, and then come back and see if there's anything I don't like about it or that I want to change about it. And that way I can make those changes before I fill in all the background tile. And then once I get the background tile in, I'll straighten everything up, space it the way I want it spaced, and then we'll proceed with the contact paper. Okay, what I'm doing with the stepping stone is as I get the pieces laid out, I cover it with contact paper so I can work with the next section without disturbing this section. Now this is going to go onto a cement stepping stone. And what I'll do is, once I get all this done, I will take another cardboard, flip this over so that the pattern is upside down, take my stepping stone, put thin set cement on it, and set it down onto the back side of this. Flip it back over, take the contact paper off very carefully, make sure that all the tiles are where I want them to be, and then just leave it set for at least 24, possibly even 48 hours so that it hardens up completely. And then I'll come in and I will grout the whole thing and it will be done. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Dream big, follow that dream. And God bless. Bye, everybody.